Okay, this is 7th grade math, page 194 in your book. Okay, we got 3 vocabulary words. Mixed number. Mixed number is, example of a mixed number is like 2 3/4. Okay, it has a whole number and it has a fraction. Yeah, proper fraction is a fraction where the numerator is smaller the numerator is smaller than the denominator. An improper fraction is when the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Okay, so that should be pretty fun. We've talked about these before in 6th grade, and you've heard them before probably. So our first key concept box is writing mixed numbers as improper fractions. So there's your box that you need to copy over. It says to write a mixed number as an improper fraction, you multiply the whole number part of the denominator, add the numerator, and write the sum over the denominator. Okay, that's a lot of words, so let's take a look at it in an example. Let's do 2 3/4. Okay, it said, first step, multiply the whole number part and the denominator. So you take 4 times 2, which is 8. You add the numerator, which is 3. So that comes out to be 11. And then you put that over the original denominator, which was 4. I call this the half circle method. Okay, you multiply, then you add. Half circle method. So let's do some. Here we go. Multiply, then add. Start at the bottom. 18 plus 5 is 23. The 6 stays the same. Done. And so, notice it's an improper fraction. The top number, the numerator, is bigger than the denominator. So we just, 8 times 4 is 32, plus 7, so you get 39 over 8. Let's check it out. These are fun. As long as you know your facts, they're pretty quick. All right, example number 2 then says write improper fractions as mixed numbers. So the opposite, to get that one, we multiplied. So the opposite of multiplying would be to divide. So what is that word right there? To write an improper fraction as a, that's supposed to go together as one word, as a mixed number, divide the numerator by the denominator and write the remainder, any remainder, as a fraction. So here's a number, 7/3. Okay, so divide the numerator by the denominator. How many times will 3 go into 7? 2 times, which is 1 left over, and that leftover gets written as the fraction. That's it. So write 21/6 as a mixed number in simplest form. Always when you have fractions, they should be in simplest form. So 6 goes into 21. You don't always have to write it. You could do it in your head. 8 goes in there 3 times, which is 18. 3 left over, so that would be 3/6. Do you see why they say simplify? Because 3/6 is 1/2. So it comes out to be 3 and 1/2. 3 remainder 3, write it, and you simplify. Boy, they really 3 and 1/2. Okay, compare 17/6 and 2 1/4. So what do you want to do? Let's make this one be a mixed number. 17 divided by 6. It goes in there 2 times, which is 12. And there's 5/6 left over. Okay, 2 and 5/6. Well, let's just use common sense about fractions. 5/6 is almost the whole thing. So 5/6 is going to be greater than 2 1/4. So 17/6 is greater than 2 1/4. And they did, look, they did the opposite. They divided, made it a, and then got common denominators. I don't know, I think, it doesn't really matter which way, but look, this way looks like it's a lot more work. And they are going to still come up with the same answer, greater than. Okay, copy and complete the improper fraction or mixed number. So we just have to fill in the blank right here. 4 times 3 is 12, 13, 14, 15 fourths. It's just 15. 5, 6, 7. We could do those all day, can't we? Oh, now we got to divide. 3 into 17 goes 5 times, which is 15. 2 left over, so it's going to be 5 and 2/3. And that's just what goes in the blanks. 7 into 15, 7 goes twice into 15, which is 14, 1 left over, so a 7 and a 1. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I always mess up. A 2 and a 1. I had it. I just wrote it wrong. How many times do you guys do that, huh? Copy and complete the statement. I still like to change these to mix, so I'm going to divide this thing out. So 6 into 19 goes 3 times, which is 18. 1 left over, 3 and 1/6. 1/6 is smaller than 5. 5/12 is almost a half, and 1/6 is less than a half. So it's less than. Yay! Same thing on this one. I'm going to take 3 into 14 goes 4 times, which is 12. 2/3 left over. Ooh, I think 2/3 is almost the whole thing. I'm going to take a chance and say it is less than. No. Change my mind. Greater than. Because 2/3 right here is almost a whole. Yes! Woohoo! 4 goes into 27. 6 times, which is 24. 3 left over, 3/4. Look at that one. Equals. Bring it on. Ready? Another one. 9 into 49. 5 times, which is 45. And 4/9 left over. Now I'm going to use that approximation thing. Half of 9 is 4.5. 4 is less than that, so that's going to be less than 5.5. Look at that. Okay, example number 4, which, got to turn the page, says the Presidential Physical Fitness Award involves a flexibility test called the VSIT Reach. The distances in inches that 4 students were able to reach are listed below. Order the distances from least to greatest. All right, I'm going to put this one right here in a mixed number. 4, and that's 16 and 1/4. Okay, so that's obviously the biggest one. Okay. Well, I can do this with approximation. This is the shortest, 3. Okay, look at 5/8 and a half. 5/8. 4/8 is a half, and 5 is bigger than that, so that's bigger than a half. So it's going to be 3 and 1/2, and 3 and 5/8. Then the 17/4, which is 4 and 1/4. And if you don't want to do approximation, you could get common denominators for all of them. That'd be fine, but I think just really look at the numbers. Think about the numbers. I say that, and I probably will get them wrong. They're going to go through and get all the common denominators, this and that. They made them all have common denominators and then put them in order. So let's see. Look at that. Go, Mrs. Bibbins, you rock. Okay, number 9. Order the numbers. Again, let's put this one into a mixed number. That goes in there 3 times, which is 15. 3 and 1/3, that's the biggest. 2 is the smallest. Ooh. 7/8 and 3/4. 2 and 7/8. 2 and 3/4. So common denominator would be 8. Times it by 2. That'd be 6/8. That's smaller than that. So it's 2 and 3/4. 2 and 7/8. 16/5. Let's see if we got it. 2 and yes. See, it only had to get common denominators with 2 of them because I used common sense to rule out the other 2. That one obviously was bigger, since it had a 3 as the whole number. All right, that's it. Have fun with those, and we'll see you next time.